that's done nothing wrong, man. Being a Christian,
Margaret Sanger.
Thank you. Being a Christian is to know that you're far, far from perfect. But we do have something to shoot for. As an atheist, look, I'm not trying to make fun of you. But exactly what are you shooting for? What's your goal? How do you believe strongly in nothing? How do you bet your life that there's nothing out there? How do you take your next breath knowing that there's nothing for you? I told my son today, if I believed that all this was a cosmic accident and that somehow we are just this, weird, crazy concoction that crawled out of the ocean and we somehow evolved from gorillas and that there's really nothing else when you die, you just dead, you rot. I would blow my brains out tomorrow because this place sucks. What's the point? However, my faith in Jesus Christ tells me that I have a certain amount of power over principalities and evil spirits and all those other horrible things that walk the earth. You know what you don't see on a lot of them exorcist movies? You just don't see too many Christians getting possessed by no demons. And I mean like real Christians who have a relationship, not a religion, but a relationship with Jesus Christ.
No, because see, once you belong to Jesus, you're His.
You're His.
You're safe from possession.
Nothing can pluck you from God's hand.
So, I know it's getting about time. We're going to have to wrap this up.
We're going to have to go back to that Bible of ours, Casey.
Yeah, well,
that crappy old verse that we keep, that people's just getting so tired of us talking about. Look, you wanted me to quit talking about it? Get it right.
We got back to 2 Chronicles, chapter 7, verse 14. If my people, which are called by my name, will humble themselves and pray and seek my face, then I will hear from heaven. I will forgive their sins, and I will heal their land.
And see, that's to our fellow Christians out there. We done been talking to the atheists and the pagans and the witches. This is to the Christians. Do something. Start with praying. That simple verse, right there. Just humble yourself. Are you too good to pray?
You can pray for yourself. I would encourage you, pray for other people.
Pray for those atheists. Pray for the pagans. Pray for the people that hate you.
Because I pray for them. And, the thing is, and without faith, you don't see these things. But see, I'm seeing results.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
seeing prayers that have been answered.
And it ain't a cosmic accident.
I've seen things just here in the last week that have passed between Marty and I, where I have asked God for certain things, and boom, there they are. And I was asking for things that just ain't gonna happen just by coincidence or by cosmic accident.
Look, these past couple of shows are a direct result of the Holy Spirit getting in my heart and Casey's heart and saying, hey, I think you talked about politics enough.
Yeah, you know what? One of the things I've been praying for is because, Marty came to me a couple weeks ago and says, man, I don't feel like I know what to say. I don't really, I don't want to not do a show, but at the same time, I don't have the words. Well, so if these last 2 shows, if Marty sounded a little angry, y'all can blame me if you want to, because I pray. I said, Lord, I want to do a show. I think we ought to. You know, I think that we do have to spread Jesus. I think we need to be lifting him up. And Marty said he didn't have no words. Lord, give Marty some words. Give him something he wants to say. So, I'm sorry, y'all.
I told my wife, before we went on the air tonight, when she got home from work, I was telling her, I was like, I have no audio for tonight. And I was just tickled. I was tickled. I was like, I ain't got no audio. I've been sitting here all day going, all right, Lord, it's your show tonight. I'm going to open my mouth, and it helped me form the words because I don't have them.
And I didn't have any tonight. I mean, I said, look, I don't know what to say either. And I was not worried. See, that's the thing. I was going about my day completely unworried.
That's been what's been so funny to me is usually you and I both, about middle of the day on a Tuesday or Thursday, we're going, okay, you got audio? You're asking me, you got audio? What are we going to talk about tonight? And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I've got this article and this article. This is what I got audio from here and here and here. But for some reason, for the past month, when this life sickness started coming over, you know what it was, man? It was my soul has been hurting because I've been focusing on all the wrong things. And all I had to do, if I wanted my politics right, if we want our country back, guess where it starts?
It's going to start on our knees. You can see the result. I've been sitting over here mostly keeping my mouth shut tonight because God put the words on Marty, and I wasn't worried about it. Okay, because I knew I didn't come in here and ask him did he have any audio tonight. I come in a few minutes before the show and said, hey man, what do you want me to put out on Facebook? Marty said, I didn't put it out. Oh, okay. I was taking a nap.
And don't think there's not a price to be paid for this. Because in my Facebook teas, I believe it or not, people are telling me you're going to lose listeners. And I'm one of them. If you keep talking about this Christian crap. Okay.
Goodbye.
See ya. Man, if I was worried about listeners, I would be talking about Hollywood or...
We'd be talking about the Kardashians or Honey Boo Boo or something like that.
I would have guests coming on and talk. Look, it ain't... God's not telling me to say these things so that I'll get thousands and thousands and thousands of listeners. For all I know, he wants me to say these things because there's one person out there somewhere, just one, that would hear what I'm saying and say, wow, I never thought of it like that. Maybe I need to rethink my life and my soul.
Well, I told people, I said it again on Tuesday night, and I'll say it again tonight. If you are not a Christian, you are useless to your country right now. If you want to be useful to this country, if you want to actually be part of turning your country around, getting back your rights, getting the border secured, getting all these things back that we used to have, if you want that back, then the first thing you're going to have to do is get your soul right.
Humble yourself.
And pray.
Pray.
Seek the face of God.
And that, it ain't hard. It ain't hard to do. It really ain't. And on that
note, it doesn't
note,
even require special equipment. You don't have to go out and buy a new pair of shoes.
Nope. You ain't even really got to get your knees dirty. You can do it on your bed, or you can do it sitting in your chair. I mean, you know what? We're not Muslims. You don't have to, genuflect and put your face on the ground and prostrate yourself. You can be driving down the road and talk to your Creator.
You can be drinking a Starbucks.
Yep. That's the beauty of our faith. And, like I said earlier, the other beautiful part of our faith is you can also have some courage and comfort. And who don't want those things? All right, y'all. On that note, it's time for us to get out of here. We will be back Tuesday. And, hey, man, if you don't want to hear any more of this Jesus stuff, I promise you Spreaker has plenty of, and so does, Going Beyond Radio. They got tons and tons of things that ain't talking about Jesus at all. And you're not going to hurt my feelings. You're not going to hurt Casey's feelings. Just don't let your soul get damaged, man. That's all I'm asking. For those of you that say that somehow Casey and I are somehow losing IQ points because of our faith.
Okay, fine.
Whatever.
Whatever, dude.
Whatever. I'll say this, though. I spent many a year doing things your way. I spent many a year going by the world's view of things. It was only when I gave my life back to Jesus Christ that I found my courage and my comfort, and I'm no longer a coward.
Well,
so we'll see you guys again on Tuesday. Y'all take care of yourself, be good to each other, and pray, please.
Good night, y'all.